Imagine, if you will. The battle cruiser was lost. In the desolation of the vastness of space, all was silent. All that is except for the screaming. The noise came again, rustling like metal on metal. Was it toying with his mind? Or was he starting to snap? Playing games like it did with the others. Perhaps it was trying to find a way to trick him into opening the door after all. He hadn't seen anything yet. That thought brought with it a rising wave of raw fear. He swallowed. Maybe it couldn't get in after all. Each passing moment reduced the hunter's chances of stopping it and brought him closer to eternity and his ancestors. There was a sudden muffled thump inside the room behind him. Cain turned, bringing the sweep layers around with him. With a sudden, sickening shock, he realized it was there, straightening up from behind a control desk where it had been all along. The monster had lain in wait for him. Death was right on time. Cain, suddenly afflicted, staggered backwards on legs of ether. He saw it clearly, a dark, bulky, shadowy shape. His stomach turned with terror. What remained of the bridge lighting seemed to fade away around him into total blackness. It was there. Not the frightful illusions the others had seen, but the thing itself, unmasking itself to its last victim. Somehow the reality was much more frightening. It advanced on him with the rhythmic click of death. Cain knew that if he were to start screaming now, he would go irretrievably mad. Instinct had left him momentarily cold, frozen. If dying's all that's left, then die well. The sweep laser came up and Cain fired, screaming all his hate and anger and fear and hopelessness at it. Sparks flew. The flashes lit up the dead bridge, and flammable material in the small room burst suddenly aflame. The chunks of bodies on the deck sizzled. Globs of melted metal and plastic rained down around them, but it was not enough. Something dark and unstoppable stepped through the blasts of light and energy and the curtain of flame that had lit the bridge, and as it loomed over him, menacingly appreciating his astonishment, his fear, and hopelessness. At that moment he knew it was over. Cain lowered the weapon and stood there, facing the Reaper. A light spectrum filled his eyes, and he heard himself scream as his life boiled away, and the sun, like a waterfall, filled his head. Then there was nothing. All was still. All over the ship, the remaining lights and equipment shut down. Darkness fell with an echoing clang that spanned the millennia.
I have waited long, very long. The silence has been broken. More have come.
It'll be the next bestseller, Harry. DemonSpawn, written by Christina Engeler and narrated by Nigel Peever.